Hello, welcome to 5 Good Minutes with Miss McInnes. Today is theme is healthy, happy, and at home. I'm going to sort of reflect back on the past weeks and how can we be healthy and happy at home? Well, Mr. Wolf talked about mental health and how important mental health is and what we can do for that. So that's one for us. And nutrition. Mr. Harder talked about nutrition and healthy, neat, different ideas for meals. Just remember, if you're snacking too much, you might want to make sure you're planning your snacks beforehand, you're portioning out. So rather than eating the whole bag of chips, maybe you're just having one serving, or check out what the servings are. If you're really craving sugar, maybe you're having too much sugar. The more sugar we eat, the more we're going to crave sugar. So maybe thinking of different healthier snacks like fruit, dates, anything like that. Okay. And then we also had Mr. Holowachuk talk about sleep and how important that is. And physical activity, we are constantly every week putting workouts out there for you on Glenlawn Active and really promoting how important physical activity are. So all of those four are really important to make us super healthy and happy at home. Two things I'd like to talk about is our immune system and sitting all day. So first, talking about our immune system, what is it? It's our body's ability to fight infections like from viruses, bacteria, fungi, those kinds of things. So it's it varies for everybody. Some people have a really strong immune system. Some people have a weaker immune system. What allows somebody to have a stronger and weaker? To have a stronger one, a lot of times it's genetics. So what your parents have, hereditary, what they pass on to you. But then we can also have different things like stress. Stress can affect our immune system. So if we can decrease stress in our life, we can have a stronger immune system. So maybe thinking of our breathing exercises. If you've ever thought of like where you're about to do something really, really stressful and you just take a deep breath, well, that's the idea of these breathing exercises. So you could do one which is called 4-7-8, where you're going to take a nice deep inhalation through your nose and you're going to count 4 seconds of inhalation. Then you're going to hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then you're going to release the breath out of your mouth for 8 seconds. And that's just an idea of a breathing exercise, and you could do that for 4 to 8 different times, reps. So that would be another part that would allow us to have a stronger immune system. We also want to make sure that we're being healthy and active. The stronger and more active we are, the more we're going to be able to have a stronger immune system. Some people might have a weaker immune system because they're not doing self-care, which meaning making sure we're washing our hands. And washing our hands should not just be happening now that COVID is here. Yes, the COVID-19 virus has made us all very aware about washing our hands, but we also want to make sure that we realize that washing our hands should happen all the time. So that's one thing. And then decreasing the amount of alcohol people are intaking, not smoking, those types of things, and increasing our activity, having good sleep. All of those are really important for our immune system. Now we're thinking of sitting. So at work or at school, we didn't have that many options. We just sat at a chair or a desk. But now we have lots of options. We have couches, we have floors, we have beds, porches to sit on, and so a lot of things there allow us to have different choices for sitting. But a lot of those things do not allow us to have the proper mechanics when we're sitting, and then we can start hurting our musculoskeletal system. So making sure that we are really concentrating on that. So thinking of sort of rating where we can sit and not sit, thinking of best to worst. So our best case scenario is sitting at a chair, like so a dining room table or kitchen table, and where we're straight back and our core is engaged, our shoulders are back. That would be the best one. Second would maybe be a backless stool where we engage our core, We have our what we call an S spine, so we're straight, versus a C spine where we're really rotating our spine and making sure our core is engaged, our spine is long, and our shoulders are back. And then our third could be, like third in line, would be sitting on the floor. If we are sitting on the floor, we want to make sure that we don't have our computer on our lap looking down. We want to make sure that we would have our computer on a coffee table or something so we're in line. So same thing as when we're sitting in the stool or the chair, we want to make sure whatever table we're on is in line with our computer and we're not hunching over. So something to be aware of, always bringing those back. And then the couch is number 4, so it's getting down to one of the worst ones because we can be sitting in any way and it allows us to be crunching over. So making sure that we are aware of that. And then our bed should be, and that's the worst, is it should be left for sleeping, and that's where we feel sleepy and tired, versus our work area. Once again, it allows us to be having that slouching over kind of thing, or we might be in a weird position and hurting our musculoskeletal system. So there's the idea of that. Some exercises we might want to do just to avoid having pains and allowing us to kind of right the wrong of sitting all day would be a plank, a reverse plank where our hands are facing our feet, our belly button's up to the sky, squats, mountain climbers, bridge, spinal balance. Any of those would sort of negate the negatives of sitting all day. Also, if we are sitting, we should not be sitting, if we're sitting for an hour, we should get up a couple of times. We can be moving and changing what places we're sitting at, working from the counter and all those things. So I hope this helps you. I feel like I've been sitting enough. I think I'm going to go do some squats or something. And I hope everybody's doing well. And I did go over 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Take care. Bye-bye.